92.9 Tom FM, and with me in the studio today, very special guest, Ralph Estep Jr. from Saggio Accounting Plus. Now, this time of year, Ralph, it's a very, very stressful time of year, but it doesn't have to be. You can help out, you can help our listeners out. Let's talk first about the free online tax software. Why should somebody choose Saggio Accounting Plus over that option?
Well, the issue is with online software, you get what you pay for. And they're not going to be there when you get that IRS notice or that dreaded, oh my gosh, I hit the IRS lottery. So we're here all the time for you.
So what can we do as taxpayers? How can we contact you?
Well, the best way to reach us is to go to our website. It's askralph.com. You can also call our office at 302-659-6560. I also am on a weekly radio show and the Ask Ralph show, and you can also download our app.
And we were talking a little bit off camera, and sometimes these online softwares, you could end up spending more or get yourself in a little more hot water than if I was to call Saggio Accounting Plus.
Yeah, and what I found with the online software, a lot of times they talk you into deductions that you don't qualify for, and it's sort of what I call my summer job. It's I spend a lot of time doing amended tax returns and have to let people know, hey, you're not getting back what you thought you were going to get. In fact, now you owe money.
And it's taking the next step. We also have a lot of these chain tax companies that you see. They pop up this time of year.
Sure.
Why is that not a good option?
Well, the problem with those is, I'm a master degree licensed public accountant. I didn't just take a 6-week tax course. This isn't a part-time job for me. And that's the problem with these big tax, I call them the big tax warehouses.
Mm-hmm.
Most of those people in there have had a 6-week tax course, and they're looking at a piece of software and saying, well, let me fill in the blanks. I know all the blanks.
And again, this could end up being, if you go with one of these big box tax chain stores, it could end up costing you more in the long run because of hidden fees and things you might not be aware you don't need.
Well, absolutely. And our prices are very competitive. And a lot of times we'll look at a previous year tax return, the client will come in and I'll say, well, let me take a look at your return from last year. And I look at their fees and I go, wow, you paid $600 for a tax preparation. We would have charged $300 for it. And it's because they add in these junk fees, refund loans and audit protection. We don't play those junk fee games.
So in the end, we have in our mindset, reaching out to you, a professional accountant, could cost us more. But the truth, the actuality is, it could actually help us save money, and all the ins and outs. You're really going to sit there and look for things that can increase my refund.
Yeah, absolutely. This isn't my first rodeo. I've done this a few times. And the thing that we bring to the table is, anybody can do a tax return, put the numbers on the page. But what I bring to the table is value of, well, how can we improve upon this? What can we do to make these numbers better? And it's all your money. We're working to get you your money back. We're trying to reduce the amount you have to pay the IRS.
Now, how long would this take? A long time if I call you, if I contact you?
Well, I've had people say, I've spent 2-3 weekends doing my taxes. With us,
yeah.
You get right in, you spend about an hour with us, and you take your information with you. There's no nonsense. And if we do e-file, you've got your refund in about 14 days.
So this is all in one meeting. You can do this the first time we sit down together.
Assuming that you've got all your tax documents, absolutely, we get it done for you. And the thing is, we build it so a process that you're involved in, so you'll understand where these numbers are coming from. You're not just going to drop your stuff off to me and say, well, I'll pick this up in a week, Ralph. What does it look like? I'm going to go through this with you. I'm going to spend time looking at every little detail and say, well, what about this? What about that? And especially with new clients, we have to spend a lot of time. We use their previous year tax return sort of as a roadmap of, what have we done before? Well, have you missed this? Have you missed that?
So you really do. It's personal, and you get that professional knowledge that it's tough to put a price tag on.
A long time ago, I hired a marketing guy to come in and talk about my practice. And he asked me, he said, Ralph, what business are you in? And I said, well, I'm in the accounting business. He said, no. I said, okay, I'm in the tax preparation business. No. I said, okay, you stumped me. He goes, you're in the relationship business. And he's so right. What we do with our clients is we build a relationship. I say we take clients for life. And that's my goal, is to build that relationship. I want to know about your life. I want to know about how I can improve your financial situation.
And what I love in just talking with you this morning is that you put it in a language I can understand. You're not talking about things that are making my head spin or my head want to explode.
And that's exactly right. A lot of my clients come to me and say, Ralph, you understand what it's like to be an average person. I'm an average person too, and I have the same fears that everybody has. I don't want to get that audit letter. I don't want to get the winner of the IRS lottery. So I'm never going to put a client in a position where they're out there with no one to back them up. So it's all about relationships with us, all about making sure that our clients are taken good care of.
And speaking of the audits, when you handle my returns, that audit protection is built in as well.
Absolutely, and I can't guarantee that you won't be audited. You know, you could be unlucky, but I will guarantee this: we'll be there to stand behind you 110%.
When sometimes these other options we've been talking about can kind of leave you high and dry.
Well, yeah, I mean, the truth is, if you go to one of these big tax warehouses, the chance of you even seeing the same person again 6 months down the road is not going to happen. And they'll all say, well, we have, you know, CPAs on staff. Well, that's great. You might have one in one of your offices. But this is just me. I have a great staff. Our people take, you know, we're dedicated to what we do for our clients.
And see, I'm telling you folks, tax time doesn't have to be stressful. Call Saggio Accounting Plus. Ralph, thank you so much for coming in. This has been, I think, an eye-opener for a lot of us who may have had some misconceptions.
Yeah, well, you know, give us a call. Check us out on the web at AskRalph.com. You can also listen to me on the radio with the Ask Ralph Show, or download our podcast. There's a wealth of free information out there for you to learn more about what we do as a firm.
And I believe there's even a deal for new clients.
There is. All new clients get a $25 discount on our tax preparation fees.
Excellent. Thanks again, Ralph. This has been incredible.
You're welcome.